Okay, sorry about that, folks. We should be back on YouTube now. I even had an alarm that went off that you probably heard, set specifically to remind me that that was going to happen, and just kind of, like, turned it off and kept going. That bullet was, like, fired way after the enemy... Or it hit me, like, way after the enemy that shot it got splatted. Yeah, so... Whenever the internet goes down like that, I need to hit stop streaming and start streaming again on OBS. And, I missed that it happened the first time around, so apologies, YouTube folk. Hey, Secret Kettle! Secret Kettle! Where is the Secret Kettle? Is it back at World 1? Where? Is it back here? I did not read where I was supposed to go. World 1 where you spawn in. Okay. Okay, I went to the right place. Reach the goal to gain access to the log. And then we'll read all of that after this is done. How's it going, folks? Do you have all the fuzz gone? No. I just unlocked the secret kettle is all. 3333. Okay. And the entry fee is 333. Okay. Gonna be a pain as soon as they start firing up, but they're not gonna do that because they're slow. Alright, so far not bad at all. Okay, I need a squid surge. So I need a squid surge. There we go. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh yo, we saved those. All right. That might have actually been intended. I don't know why I shot that. That took away my cover. I'm a fool. Oh, and it'll just turn. Okay, that's easy. Let's heal up before we go forward. Oh, that's not the thing. You do this. Literally didn't see that wall until I fell. Okay, that's just... We don't need those where we're going. Gets a whole bunch of salmon eggs immediately. Is that gonna spin? Is that gonna... Oh. Oh my. Okay. All right. Nope, 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 nope. So far, so good. All right. Through. That's going very quickly. Does painting them do anything for me? Will it come back up with paint over the top of it? It looks like it might. Yeah, I'm still seeing it in the water. Make sure we have these painted plenty good. I'm gonna have to jump onto the walls of them, aren't I? Ugh. I'm just gonna paint this excessively. Man, this is gonna be so annoying if I have to come back and do this again. Hopefully that's enough. I need to make it up there. Alright. Okay. Is that paintable? Oh, that's paintable. Okay. That makes this a lot easier. Okay. Oh. I see. These aren't especially far away because they have to be something you can hit with the splatter shot. Okay. Oh my god, what? Okay. We do have a little buddy here to help us with this. Oh! Okay, so I'm just supposed to jump. I guess I was supposed to squid surge up it, but whatever. Slowly. Alright. And from here... from here, right? Okay, and that probably meets in the middle. There it is. Oh. And I wait for this to drop. Go this way. Alright, so far so good. Is little buddy gonna get shot by... Yes, that is what's gonna happen. Can I hit that from here? Okay. Easy enough. Man, this goes forever. Oh, and I have to get a squid surge up. Squid surge, please. Thank you. Alright. Is this just gonna create two really long bridges straight to me? That's exactly what's gonna happen. Oh my god. Okay. We live those. And we jump, and we're through. I feel like that's something I'm going to want a little buddy on. Okay. Onward and upward. Repeat on that. Let's move that way for style points. Oh. Oh, I see. I would like for this to remain. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That is probably not where I meant to go even. I need to take a better look and see what I'm aiming for here. Get this stuff first though. Okay, that was a little bit spooky, but we made it. Up. So it wants me to go that way. Oh, I see what I have to do. Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. What does this do for me? Oh! Wait, that's a lot easier than what I was trying to do. Okay. So now from here, I can just let that one go away. And I can just land on these things as soon as they go underneath. Alright, alright. This is making it a little too complicated there. Keep you on that, just because that seems like the safe thing to do for now. But we're going to need you to stop. I actually might have needed to keep the sprinkler there. Or not. I'm just that good. Just trying to get the timing right. Oh, crap. Alright. Alright. Well, here we are back here. We know what to do up to that point. Pretty much know what to do there too. I'm not sure there's even a reason to create that wall that I made. Oh boy. And we're good. Alright. Yeah, I didn't need that. Yeah, let's just get rid of the sprinkler and do it the way we did before. Oh, I wonder if only the first layer below is gone, if they'll go through. Oh, that totally works. Okay, I can just use it as a bridge. Oh. Oops. Does this one have a second layer? This one does have a second layer, but I think they have to pass through the first layer. Okay. So that makes things more complicated. Let's get up onto this first. Oh, it's just going to keep doing that. That's annoying. Will they be able to go underneath? No, they cannot. The timing on this is obnoxious. Okay, on this second one, I should be able to go. There we go. No! Oh, it was just a little bit off. I need to wait a little longer before I try to get on it. I can jump on as it's riding away from me, just to confirm that it doesn't hit the wall there. Back up we go again. I was worried I was going to squid roll there for a second. We're getting there, we're getting there. Alright. Okay, and now we should be able to just drop off and land on it. Let's see if we can just remove it from the way. Okay, that's all we really have to do there. Oh crap. Okay. Where's that going? This way. And we flee up the wall. Alright. Oh, is this the last one? Alright, what do we got? Octolings. That's one. That's two. This has girl power vibes. That was a close call. They definitely whiffed on purpose. I think that was all of them. You think. Is this bait? Am I just gonna get jumped on by something as soon as I grab this? Good skirmishing there, little buddy. Ooh. Okay. A couple of them over here. Both of them ambush weapons. Can't just have a roller one-shotting me for it. Oh my god, that's a lot of wave breakers. Can we not with the wave breakers, please? Whew. I didn't think I was gonna have to cancel a splashdown in this game. Oh, I need to get away from that damage. Okay. that come from? Oh my god. Wow! I didn't think that actually reached. Alright, that gets hairy for sure. Come on, drop in. Water's fine. That's a joke, because you're allergic to water. They make all the one-shot weapons just miss you hilariously. Like, anytime I get in that position in a multiplayer match, I'm like, oh, I'm just dead right now. Marie, no, it's not all of them. You saw this last time. Man, they're really accurate, though. They do enough damage to get your armor broken, and then they just miss immediately. Okay, this is what the Trizuka is going to be useful for. I say that as I proceed to miss every Trizuka. Ugh. I hate how it launches one more as I'm splatting it. Okay. Reef Slider would actually be really useful here. Help me traverse a little better. Meow. Suppose. Yeah. Tough one. There are a lot of enemies. Like, you have to get through, like, 12 of them or something on that wave. And all of them are using specials. Ooh. Ooh, there's a little spooky there, but we made it. We can come up here and spawn camp them a little bit. Good job, old buddy. Okay. Let's continue to spawn camp. Oh, they jump in opposite sides from you. That's evil. Well, at least I have high ground now. There's another inkjet? I only remembered one of them. The early phases of this are definitely very easy. Just have to be a little bit methodical about it. That last one where they're all chucking specials at you, it feels like Salmon Run. There's still someone here. Where's the last one? There you are. There it is. Let me up. I liked having the high ground up there up until the point where they started using ink jets. That made it really difficult. Oh, there's someone over there. Still a second? Okay, there we go. So we'll start up here, and then maybe we duck down behind the pillars over there once ink jet starts. Maybe we need to take him out quicker. Maybe that's something we need to do. You just always have one of those ready, don't you? Successful as that was going to be. I don't want to push that right now. Please go away. Thank you. Keep distance between us and that. And then camp the jump. Oh, of course. Of course that's what it is. Another inkjet over there. One at a time, please. Thank you. Oh, that's rain. Let's not die to rain. Okay. Oh, that's the whole thing? That's after Alterna? Huh. Inner Region 3 is way harder. Oh, hey, World Champ. That's where that comes from. And we get that teddy bear ears. They've got comeback on them. Wait a minute. I would use those. Oh, that's beautiful. You died the most on the soaker blocks? Yep. That sounds about right. Okay. Let's go check those out. Oh yeah, I haven't checked the logs. Well, okay. Let's go and read some lore. Have a little story time to close things out. Close things out for the story. I might go for a little bit longer. I might play some video games. It has been a long time since I've gotten a chance to play Splatoon. 4 whole days? Unacceptable. Do they have any, like, new dialogue or anything? Shh. Okay. The fall of humanity. As technology advanced at an exponential pace, so too did prosperity, and ultimately conflict. Before long, the entire world was embroiled. In the end, nearly all life on Earth was wiped out. That sounds... Did they use embroiled on purpose? Like, is this a global warming story? As humans squabbled, natural disasters intensified. Global warming. Volcanic eruptions leveled cities. Okay, we haven't gotten that far yet. The sea rose and began to consume the planet. This is literally just global warming. This is environmental catastrophe. Wow, okay. The surviving humans appointed scientists to lead their new society, believing that science would provide a wiser path forward. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Fully empowered, these scientists took on the monumental task of establishing a sustainable ecosystem within the cavern. They dubbed this new society Alternative, and began the process of recreating the Earth they had once known. Oops. Of course, not even scientists are immune to nostalgia. The humans began constructing large-scale 3D printing operations. This allowed them to recreate some of humanity's favorite artifacts within the confines of Alterna. So we have Easter Island heads because of 3D printing, I guess? Did I scroll all the way down? Oh. Error against the odds, computed to be 42,791 to 1. Some humans survived. Therefore, the planet was only nearly completely inhospitable to life. These survivors found shelter in a vast cavern created by a cataclysm. Okay, this explains the crater that it didn't talk about. Cataclysmic volcanic eruption. The cavern provided shelter, and a massive pool of accumulated seawater provided life. For a while, humanity was being decimated. Marine life flourished. All manner of squid, octopi, and jellyfish had propagated in the deep. Surviving humans had found a source of sustenance. Additionally, they've created Easter Island heads. Additionally, they created a robust information management system designed to indelibly record all of humanity's precious knowledge. Such a system would naturally require some sort of record keeper, a computer that could autonomously observe and record data. Scientists achieved their aim with the development of Orca, the omniscient recording computer of Alterna, which has been our sea cucumber of this game. It's kind of got a GLaDOS vibe to it, that it's just been putting us through tests like that. As life in Alterna moved forward, one scientist discovered a new way to make liquid crystals from the body fluids of squids. These new crystals could change color in response to faint and fleeting electrical signals emitted by living organisms. To put that in more human terms, the crystals could read minds and then output imagery that matched the viewer's innermost thoughts. Humans were enchanted with this new invention and began mass-producing the crystals. Eventually, they lined the walls and roof of Alterna. As the crystals absorbed the collective desires of those in Alterna, they assumed the appearance of the sky as it was seen on the surface long ago. At last, after 25 years of being confined beneath the earth, humanity could once again look up and see sky. So, is this the explanation for all the surrealist imagery that has been out around our maps the whole time? That's neat. The years passed with prosperity. Humanity's final day. The years passed with prosperity. The population of Alterna grew like a rising tide. The scientists, now the elders of their kind, believed they had done all they could to advance the civilization. They began selecting new leaders to succeed them, entrusting to them the world they helped build. Humanity's new leaders inherited both the brilliance of their predecessors and the unquenchable thirst for innovation. This new generation, born and raised in deep Alterna, would prove to be every bit the match of those they were to succeed. They soon grew restless at the sight of the liquid crystal sky, believing they deserved to behold the reality that existed outside the cavern. The elders, who knew what awaited outside the safe haven of Alterna, issued stern warnings to the brash young scientists. Nevertheless, the young scientists pressed on with their plan, the construction of a massive rocket ship to escape Alterna. So maybe Mr. Grizz's rocket ship? Sadly, as the boosters were ignited for the first time during a launch, tragedy struck. The energy from the rocket boosters overloaded the cavern's liquid crystals. A violent and terrible chain reaction ensued. Without warning, the stone walls of the cavern began to shatter, raining debris down upon humanity, and the last civilization of once prosperous humanity was no more. Those few who escaped the carnage would soon follow it into death. Wow, that is incredibly dark. As the inner walls of Alterna collapsed, thousands of tons of rock and liquid crystal plunged into the waters below. As these crystals washed to and fro among the flotsam and jetsam of humanity's former colony, they broke into microscopic fragments. Because they had repeatedly absorbed and reflected humanity's wishes over so many years, the crystals retained these feelings. Little by little, the squids, octopi, and assorted sea creatures that thrived in the waters of Alterna absorbed these crystals into their bodies. This process continued until one day marine organisms began to feel something fresh. God dang it. These fresh impulses bore a striking resemblance to humanity's passive desire to return to the Earth's surface. Spurred by these impulses and whatever else may have been floating in the polluted waters, sea creatures began to rapidly evolve. Each species developed pulmonary respiration, mobility, and other traits consistent with land-dwelling creatures. They began to adapt. Their intelligence grew at a remarkable pace across generations. Some species even gained extraordinary camouflage capabilities. A point of no return arrived. The sea creatures of Alterna set foot on dry land and never looked back. Like humans, they strove for the surface. Of course, survival on land was harsh, but the creatures were persistent. Soon they found the tunnels that humans had used to escape the apocalypse. With their path forward now clear, these fresh fledgling beings left the ruins of Alterna behind and set their sights on the surface world. The land of fresh beginnings. They're going to milk that one. The beings that had emerged from the water soon emerged from the cavern of Alterna itself. From there, they flourished quickly. It wasn't long before they had explored every corner of the world. This epochal event gave great significance to the crater above Alterna and its surrounding territories, now referred to as the Splatlands. The region would, from that point on, be known as the Land of Fresh Beginnings among the creatures that now thrive on the surface. These newly evolved beings, having scattered themselves across the globe, soon gave rise to distinct cultures and unique ways of life. Out of all the species now roaming the Earth, squids and octopuses soon distinguished themselves via intelligence and fresh vibes, so to speak. It wasn't long before they became the apex species of the planet. Now I must fast forward a bit. 5,000 years later, a peculiar individual was born. This squid quickly rose to fame in the Splatlands due to some unique characteristics. Yes, this individual was embraced as a prophet, gifted with numerous revelations that they shared among their fellow squids. That is a very human-looking squid. It's very weird. It was broad shoulders. It was another turning point for squidkind. During this period, the foundations of modern cephalopod civilization were laid. That individual squid is now widely known and celebrated as the progenitor of the modern-day inkling. Recall for a moment the first apocalypse that devastated the human race. Those who escaped into the caverns of Alterna were not the sole survivors. There were others who escaped via a giant rocket ship, the Ark Polaris. Launched in the nick of time, this ship was laden with many of Earth's species that had been placed in a cold sleep. The mission was simple: find another planet to replace the Earth. Considering the circumstance of its launch, the Polaris had a smooth voyage until it reached the edge of the solar system. It was at that point that debris struck the vessel, damaging its navigation system. The crew was able to turn the ship around and head back toward Earth, but the effort was in vain. There was not enough fuel to attempt a landing. The Ark Polaris drifted aimlessly for 10,000 years. So this is a crash-landed ship that you play Salmon Run on in Splatoon 2. Eons past the once stable orbit of the Polaris decayed over time until the ship found itself in the inescapable pull of Earth's gravity. Re-entry was not kind to its inhabitants. All perished, save one, Bear number 3. An experimental subject who had retained consciousness within his cold hibernation survived. For 12,000 years, he had dreamed and plotted. Fully awakened, Bear number 3 came to a terrible realization. He had not landed on a new planet at all. He was back on Earth, and yet it was not an Earth he knew. This Earth, it seemed, was dominated by sea creatures, not a single mammal to be found. In the course of his search for a single fellow mammal, Bear 3 used navigational equipment from the wreckage of the Ark Polaris to discover Alterna. It was a wasteland, of course, but a few of the liquid crystals that had once covered the walls and ceiling remained. With knowledge built during his thousands of years of dreaming, he repaired some of Alterna's facilities and began researching the crystals. The research bore fruit when Bear 3 compounded some of the liquid crystals with his own fur. The experiment created an entirely new substance with one terrifying property. It could transform any living creature into a mammal. Bear 3 realized the implications immediately. He could restore the planet to a mammalian paradise. He began stockpiling fuzzy ooze, as he called it, within Alterna's still intact rocket. For such a venture, he would require acquisition of thousands of golden eggs. These were used in the creation of the fuzzy ooze, although the exact details have never been recorded in my memory banks. But Bear 3 had a plan. He founded a corporation that would go on to employ locals to collect his golden eggs under the name Grizco Industries. Mr. Grizz, as he was now known, would pay handsomely for them. With fuzzy ooze production peaking thanks to the assistance of unsuspecting inklings and octolings, Mr. Grizz took the final steps to set his plan in motion. The rocket was loaded. It wouldn't be long now. Spooky bear eyes. Lore. Well, it did say Bear number 3. I don't know if Judd and Lil Judd were Bears number 1 and 2. Splatoon, rated E for everyone. Bear number 03 is a pun. In Japanese, his name is Kuma-san. What is the significance of Kuma-san? I don't know the name. They're from a different escape attempt. Interesting. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of information about them in Splatoon 1 and 2. Alright, let's see. So we've got TC Ink Wahoo and Rainmaker Hacklefish. Makeup art. I've been wanting to play a little bit of Neo Splash, or sorry, of Splash. It's got the burst bomb. I'm so used to it. Partly to get the hang of how Crab Tank is used, and partly just because I think the weapon itself has potential. We're seeing a lot of use of it in zones in Japan. And it might be something that I would want to add to my repertoire. So. What weapon do I use? Splattershot and Blaster are my two mains. Got a really short-range comp. Longest ranged weapon is a splatter shot. That's not great. We got a blaster, a reflux, and a brush. That's what I was worried was going to happen. Yeah, there. Blaster's really weak. Please get the blaster. Well, we got the Rainmaker. I guess that's something. But we needed to get more players down than that for this to be a stop push. Okay, 62 is a fine place to stop the push there. We just need to figure out a way out. Nice! Alright. Grab that, let's go. on that. Oh, the killer whale got me. That was almost really good. But Nom Nom doing a good job of anchoring here, giving us jumps in. Staying alive while still having an impact. Yo, is that a raid? Let's go. I have a game to play right now, but I'll check you guys out in a second. Thanks for coming by. Nice. 18's pretty good. Might be able to get better if we can get pop here. Oh, we can totally get pop here. I think you can actually, like, Squid Surge up the top of that. That would be a smart thing to do. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the raid! Yeah, Oakum. That's not a Banjo-Kazooie reference, is it? What's his name? The witch doctor? I'll take those shots for the Rainmaker carrier. We're doing well, but there's also 2 minutes left in the game. Like, it's still a little bit, like, if something goes wrong, we are definitely still in trouble. Get this pop, we probably splat him. Hi. Oh, this is a mistake. Well, definitely thought that shot was going to splat them. Whatever. Oh, this might be a bad jump. Oh, this is definitely a bad jump. Yeah. Okay. We got the Rainmaker. We got a flank. Yeah, worked out. But definitely a bad jump on my part. I should have paid attention to enemy ink better there. Okay, we're just taking this out this way, making sure there's no shark in here. Oh, you're over there, so. I hit him a couple times. I'm surprised nobody shot at them. Very weird where everybody was there. Okay, so here we just camp the Zipcaster jump. We probably could have just run away from that, I would think. Let's back up a little bit and just have Crab Tank ready, because they're going to get pop here. And we should not pop that. We are going to pop... We definitely shouldn't pick that up. Guarantees them overtime if they get this splat. And we're running it back into the base. Man, this is a bad idea. Okay. You never know when somebody's going to throw a Booyah Bomb, you know, launch a killer whale, hit you with a Trizuka or something, and just, like, splat you, and now all they have to do is pop the Rainmaker shield while it's, like, already in your base, and you're outnumbered, so you can't pop it there. You don't pick it up there. You paint the shield your color, so it's hard for them to pop it, but then you just kind of sit behind it and chill. Are there any changes you would make to your how to get out of blank rank videos for Splatoon 3, or are they still applicable? They are largely still applicable. One thing that I would probably do is organize them a little bit differently, like, and, like, I have to be fair to myself with the C rank video in particular. The C rank video was a video that, like, was the first of its kind, and so I didn't know how to structure it. I didn't know what to expect. I would probably, you know, redo it with new graphics and everything, because the C rank video is literally a PowerPoint. Like, I just rehearsed the crap out of that script and then did it all in one take off of a PowerPoint that had all of the videos preloaded. There was no editing in that whatsoever. So it was definitely like a very new concept, and a lot of things changed even going into the B rank video. Another thing that I would definitely do is make sure I saved the footage that I used for all of those, because I basically just don't have much of the C rank video left anymore. None of the audio is alive on my computer anywhere. I would have to like re-download it from YouTube to get access back. Make a video in PowerPoint. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff with PowerPoint that was probably better suited to other other softwares. Like, it was something that I just was really, really used to using as a teacher. I, you know, knew how to do animations and, you know, embed links and all of this other stuff. The harder part of that video was the scripting and, like, performing the script without any outtakes. Because, again, that's all one take, that entire video. The, you know, 15 minutes or whatever of it. Just unbroken, no mistakes. I don't record things that way anymore. That took a really long time to get right. And there's still a couple of little blips here and there that I would have just edited out of another performance. In high school, for one of my projects, I recorded myself in a video and had a PowerPoint structured for my presentation so that at certain key moments I could have conversations with myself. And I just rehearsed the timings so that I knew when they were going to speak, and I could even get it to the point where, like, one of us was interrupting the other and the timing was right and it felt natural, like the cadence of conversation. So it was definitely nothing new even before I was a teacher. But that's all pretty archaic. That is, that's for people who don't have Premiere. This. Get out of there. It's so weird how I am seeing these enemy players like they're Octarians now. Like they're Octolings from Alterna. Oh, let's go! Comboed with the inkjet. Good trade. Beautiful. That's a wipe. Tagged him, but that's not going to lead to anything. Still, very good push, even if it ends right now. And Zephyr? That's not how you spell that word. Zephyr is doing a really smart thing here and not just going down with the ship. Oh, that was really well played by the Bucket. They needed to stop that flank, because otherwise their ink fact gets 0 value. And, like, yeah, they wiped, but they were able to stop the push. They did not know. Oh, and they missed. Those are shots that you cannot miss in that situation. Alright, I'll take a 1-for-1, I guess. Definitely could have been better. But probably should have pressured the Rapid. I don't know. I was worried about the DPS from the Nautilus. Don't push that too hard. They've got an ink vac ready and a Nautilus. Those are two things you don't want to push into too hard. Back up to where Zephyr's at. Are they shooting at a person? Yes, they are. Okay. Get this back down. Very close to having crab. Nice. I'm up there. Not anymore. I die if I... Okay. I die because the Nautilus comes around the corner, not because of the Rapid. Okay, just the knot. Should be able to keep that off the tower, right? Yes, we can. Next up, it's the Rapid. Where? Oh. I guess there was a fight elsewhere that distracted me. We're playing this well. We don't need the tower, per se. We can just stall it and keep the enemy team back. Hi. Ink vacs are easy, you just ink vac them. With ink vac, the competitive answer is actually you have your whole team spam into the ink vac so that it gets its shot quickly. And then in the time in between where it stops sucking up ink and starts firing the shot, you just splat them right away because everyone's already got all of their fire concentrated on it. And then whoever the shot is fired at just dodges. And that's kind of how you handle it. Yeah, I'm down to stick with that same team. Those guys were cracked. We did great. No more Kettles for content. I finished after Alterna, Debbie. I am done with the single player. I know it's still the title, but... yeah. I guess I can go and fix that. Grumble, grumble. Hello? Can I not update the titles of the stream? I guess I can only change it on Twitch, because it's already made on YouTube. Okay. Well, it's fixed on Twitch, at any rate. Why the object shredder? Okay, so the object shredder is more something that I'm running for Splattershot. Although object shredder is helpful for Rainmaker, which is what I was playing before it switched. But, the main reason people are running it competitively is to counter Booyah Bomb armor. If you have a little bit of damage on them before they go up, and they try to use it to, like, armor through, a single Trizuka shot with Object Shredder will splat them out of the Booyah Bomb. And that is one of the best counters to sloshing machine shenanigans right now. This is a massive push. Nice. I'm not tired at all. Yeah, these are normal hours for me. What weapon do you use? I am a splatter shot and blaster co-main. So this is pretty similar to what I'm used to using, just learning the crab. Not quite. Looking for that catalog level. I'm on catalog number 2. The second one. I was the only person who got splatted on my team in that entire game. This team is solid, though. We still have Zephyr. Been impressed with Zephyr so far. I'm mid-coast. I'm coast of the Great Lakes, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. I'm in the US, so it's 209 right now. Not all of the US. Have you considered Hawaii? Or Alaska? That was weird and laggy. All the shots definitely landed that should have, but they didn't register the way that I expected them to. Oh, that's the thing you can do, apparently. I need to mess around and figure out, like, where exactly crab armor is. Because I'm expecting to be a lot safer than I end up being. Ah, okay. I'm jumping into a grab tank. Why, yes, there are many time zones. Our teammate focused the tower while we were focusing the player who was on our plat. And so it just ended up not being the 2v1 we could have gotten with it. Oh, I thought I got away from that in time. Okay, nice. I can't cut that off that way. And then another one of us went down, so we don't necessarily have advantage. Ooh, that's not good. Where'd that happen? That's not like this. There we go. Can't use it for anything else, use it to paint. There is a roller that is chasing me. Where do they keep flanking from? That's not even a flank. This is a dead end. And they did not recognize where I went. They were gonna see me, but figure out what else to do with that situation. That accomplished very little. Oh, I thought I had enough shots. Must have only hit 3. What gear should I run for Splatter Shot? Ninja Squid, Object Shredder, as long as you're expecting to be up against the Sloshing Machine, and you should be expecting to be up against Sloshing Machine at the competitive level. And then some Intensify action is good for Jump RNG, because Splatter Shot does have some shot spread, and it's useful to have that reduced. You ran MPU for it in Splatoon 2 for the same reason. After that, I'd have a couple subs of Quick Super Jump, like I would on any weapon. I think it's just too valuable to be able to get out of a bad situation quickly. A little bit of Special Saver goes a long way with weapons that you are expecting to die, which is Splatter Shots. Maybe, like, Comeback. LDE also works, because you can bomb spam with that. It's a less aggressive way to play it, but that's also an option. I definitely enjoy playing against players that are, like, significantly better than me, and that I know that. Like, we've played against FC Win, you know, back when we were, like, Div 6 or something. And, like, I think that's great, because it does a few things. One, it shows you things that you are doing that don't actually work that you think work. 2, anything that you do that does work, you know you can expect that to continue working for a much longer time, like against higher level opponents than you currently play against. And 3, it gives you a sense of, like, the pace of the game and the mechanical skill that you need to develop to be able to get up to that level. So while, you know, it's going to be frustrating at first, feeling like, okay, I'm being held back from playing, you know, in the rank that I feel like I deserve by players who are just a higher rank than me, take it as a learning opportunity, because you don't always get to play against people at that level. Here for Splash. I don't play a lot of Splash. So this one I'm a lot less familiar with, but everybody's running Ninja Squid right now. Like, literally everyone but E-Leaders is running Ninja Squid. And the reason is that the maps are so choked up. There are so many nasty choke points in this game that one of the only safe ways to go across it is stealthily with Ninja Squid, so that players don't see you crossing mid. So unless you don't plan on being in mid at all, which is E-Leaders, you probably want Ninja Squid right now. They also buffed Ninja Squid so that it only reduces your swim speed by 90% of its original, not 80% of its original, like it was in Splatoon 2. So you are punished less for using it, and it is more important. Yeah, they used the movement speed buff there to cross me up. Made it difficult for me to hit shots. Ah. Darn. I appreciate that Zephyr tried to follow up on that. Oh. I had to guess what side of the tower they were on because I was backed up so far and couldn't see up over the top. Yeah, I'm definitely not impressed with the current state of the ranked system for Anarchy series. I mean, if X battles work really well, it could be fine because it could just be like, okay, we grind Anarchy series just until we get to this particular point, and then we don't worry about it anymore. But it still feels rough that, one, there's no demotion, and two, that matchmaking is not based on that letter rank. I feel like, why do you have a letter at all if it means so little? It means how long you've been playing the game, basically. There are reasons not to bring back every map. Oh, there are a lot of really bad Splatoon maps. Like, they imagine they bring back, like, Salt Spray. That mess of a thing. That would be tragic. And there were a lot of bad Splatoon 1 maps. Like, if they bring back Walleye Warehouse, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna be so mad. They already made Hammerhead Bridge into Walleye. Don't give us Walleye 4.0 or whatever. Die on the hill that Moray Towers is bad. Oh, yeah, for competitive play, Moray Towers is one of the worst stages in the game. Like, even before Splatoon 3 came out, it was the only Splatoon map ever to be terrible in 3 mainline competitive Nintendo games, where those games were Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's a trash stage there, too. And, like, the aesthetic of it is cool, and in concept, it has some really fun things about it. I actually, like, enjoy playing Rainmaker there casually because of all of the walls you can climb up and all the neat routes you can take. But at a competitive level, it's just so gross. So not fun to play. I have a similar relationship to Mincemeat Metalworks. Like, I love that map, but I never want to play it in tournament. It needs to be banned in pretty much every mode. It's like, just because we love Hyrule Temple doesn't mean we have to play it when money's on the line in Melee. There you are. They have an optimal team comp, actually. What makes Moray Towers bad? So really, 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 really big walls with difficult to contest high ground makes it a stall fest. It is very difficult to push a certain ways into the enemy base. And dying is punished really, really drastically. Because it takes you so long to spawn and swim back into the map. It's important to have beacons there, actually. Like, Ballpoint is actually significantly better on that map, because you need a beacon weapon just to, as an insurance policy in case somebody goes down. Because otherwise it can snowball in a hurry because it just takes so long to get back into defensive positions. It's also a map that E-leaders like, and maps that E-leaders like are bad, as a general rule. That is a half of a joke. But I mean, think about it. Arowana Mall, Mahi Mahi in Splatoon 3, that is. Like, if an E-Leader likes the map, it's probably not a well-designed map. Just saying. Are you streaming at 1 a.m.? Why not? I haven't streamed all week. What do you think of merging all the individual mode ranks into one? Me, it's kind of demotivating to be thrown into S-rank clams. And Rainmaker, I'd probably... I personally, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've been X-rank in Splatoon 2 for this long that I don't really care that much about it. I think that, obviously, like, you can be better at one mode, like, maybe because you play a weapon that's better on that mode, or, like, you know the mode better. But I think a player's overall skill level generally tracks across the modes. That's not the part that I am as upset with. Yeah. Well, I mean, that ends us up in a favorable position. It's not the worst pick to get. Worst trade to take, I guess I should say. We jump. Oh, no, we die. I ended up in a situation that was not well set up for me. Let's get Crab and see if we can do something with it. Mine is bigger. My gun goes pew-pew with longer range and more damage. At the small cost of having to spend special charge on it, I guess. Come on, push it, push it. Thank you. Okay, I was wondering if that was going to put me up in the air above it. Oh crap, they know. They absolutely know. Must have been map checking or something. The problem with Clam is that I'm bad. I have a couple of videos on Clam Blitz if you're interested in reading up. Studying up, I guess I should say. Well, some people read videos, subtitles. I'm saving this. That is... Oh my god, that's so laggy. Well, at least we popped them that way. Check the tower here. This is a lot of firepower. Okay. There's potential here. Yep, we got lead. Okay. I was gonna dip out of there anyway if I got out alive. Pity I didn't. Would have been able to give jumps. It's not a huge lead either. We didn't get through any new checkpoints. It's just nice to have lead just in case it does end up going to time like that. This is a bad fight to be taking because I'm not defending the tower. I was just hoping to relieve pressure off Plat so that the rest of us could move in on it. Was not worth it. Okay, I've got it eventually. Now we paint like crazy. Try and get out of base before they respawn. Ah, I thought I hit him enough. think it's splatter shot instincts. I hit 3 shots and I'm like, okay, that should kill. You've been flanking a lot and not paying attention to angles that I'm going to take on you for flanking. Here. Oh no, they've got Booyah Bomb on the tower. That's... They didn't even throw the Booyah Bomb in the right place. That's insulting. You throw the Booyah Bomb on the tower so that the opposing team can't be on the tower and trigger overtime. They threw it at my teammate on their bats instead. When they could have just, like, ended the game with it, and it didn't matter. Because I just got crossfired. How would you fix Brella without adjusting netcode? That's the entire problem with Brella right now. The fact that the weapon does not work as intended. I don't know what you do to fix it, if not that. That is what needs to be fixed. Katanas don't do that well against automatics, but melee. Dominate is a strong word. Rollers splat almost at half the time that a Splatana does. It takes a really long time to wind that up. I almost got enough shots on them when they jumped on me there to be able to splat them regardless of the fact that they were in melee range. I was only 1 shot away. Like, I will take a brush or a roller over a Splatana at melee range any day of the week. That's the thing about them. It's like, yeah, they can play at range, but there are other weapons that do that better. They can play at melee range, and there are definitely other weapons that do that better. So, like, why not just play one of those other weapons instead of getting something that's a jack of all trades and crappy at both? That's my take on the Wiper specifically. The Stamper is good. The Stamper is, like, it gets in your way, and it's annoying, and has damage combos. Think they'll add original songs to multiplayer? Oh, yeah, for sure. Original songs, or do you think it'll all be new stuff? What's the difference there? I'm very confused. Oh, you mean from, like, the original games? Like, the previous games? Like, Splatoon 1 music and stuff? I would think it would be all new stuff. For one thing, there's in-game continuity. Like, there's lore behind the music to keep consistent. And just, like... Maybe like, they remixed some stuff. Like, they remixed Calamari Incantation. That's about as far as I see them going now. So we held forward for a push to 55. That first checkpoint is feeling mighty paper thin. Easy to push through. Devi would have seen me. I thought I was so far away from that. Which remix of Calamari Incantation? It's Calamari Incantation 3 Mix is what it's called. Yo, it's a Barry raid! Welcome, Barry. So I do know Barry. Barry is a member of Element R, a competitive team. We've played against in tournaments and had some good matches with. And is one of the bigger Twitch streamers for Splatoon. I believe partnered as well. Definitely go check him out, especially if you're a Charger player. Has been chargering for quite some time. Very experienced. And knowledgeable about the game to boot as a commentator and whatnot. That should be okay, right? We threw the bomb at that. That'll make it go away. It's still alive. It's still in our base. We still have problems. I need to jump out of this. No, I need to... Oh my god. They didn't hit a single shot on that player, and now I need to run away from them. Nope. Oh, that's grab tank. I am alone. It was a matter of time. Okay, they're almost wiped. Just the one up here. Nice. Hydras drop to their flats. Let's see if we can split the hammer at all. Okay, yeah. We got them. I don't think... Yeah, we definitely do not push this. We saved the special. Well, screwed that up. Yeah. That's game. Not much we can do about that one. Hope stream has been good. Yeah, we finished after Alterna. We beat the secret level. It's 1:30. Yeah, these are normal hours. I'm up till these hours all the time. It is perfectly normal for me to be awake right now. I think we might get Kent's a blaster with crab. I don't know. I know not what secrets lie in the hearts of Nintendo employees who designed this video game. They will do what they think is best. And what they think is best is usually weird. It's part of the charm of it, I think. Splatter shot with burst bombs. I really want a splatter shot with inkjet and something useful. Like, don't give it a sprinkler, please. If we get a T-Tech backfill, I'm switching. Or a blaster with inkjet. I'll take that too. That's valuable. Is inkjet good in this game? No. It is as weak as it has ever been. But for a number of reasons. For one thing, in the meta right now, E-leaders are really strong. So an inkjet is just going to get picked off. For another thing, there's no more ink armor to keep it safe in the air, so makes it even easier to get picked off. You think it needs a buff? Inkjet's not bad. It's just in a meta game that isn't suited to it. Like, if the game changes and different strategies are valued, it could easily make a comeback. We could even just figure out, like, though there is actually a way to use it effectively, and even without changes, we're just like, oh, we all run inkjet now, even though it's only on the Tri-Slosher. That's another thing. It's not on weapons that are highly favored at the moment. That was a really unfortunate time to be firing a shot. Mincemeat Metalworks Tower Control Enthusiast. That's me, though. I am the Mincemeat Metalworks Tower Control Enthusiast. Okay, I thought me, you know, getting up there and shooting a whole bunch of shots at the Flingza while it climbed the tower and got on the tower would clue someone in that there was someone on the tower. Oh my god, I screwed that up so many times that my team just ended up dying when I could have just crab tanked that person away. Oh my god. Movement flub after movement flub. That was aggravating. I'm gonna get sniped. No, I'm not. I should have gotten sniped. How are they still in control of the tower? There's literally just me leader. We have 2 double backline comps. This person did not know, but the Hydra does know. We're out of there. What build are you running? It's not a well-crafted build at the moment. I'm still running Object Shredder, even though that's something that I would really rather run on a splatter shot. Part of it is because I was playing zones earlier, but part of it is that I used that for Trizookas to shred Booyah. And that is what you love about the Splash-O-Matic, ladies and gentlemen. Kids, squids, octopi, whatever you may be, we love perfect jumping aim RNG. Nice. Alright. Push to 11 is fine. If it's perfect, is it RNG? Yeah. The perfect amount of RNG is 0 RNG. You could say that. Okay, well, let's just try and delay a little bit here. Well, I got the Hydra. Because I am still wearing that Object Shredder, and so the DPS on the Booyah Bomb is going to be pretty intense. There's someone right over the top of me. Hi. Okay, maybe not. Or maybe they move. I don't know. They're biding their time an awfully long time if they're still here. Okay, that's game. Wahoo World sure is a stage. That is darn right. How many stages does After Alterna have? 4. How good is Splash without MPU? It's got a niche. It's pretty strong in zones. And then I haven't explored it elsewhere outside of zones. But we're seeing people use it. You prefer crab, machine gun, or bombs? You want a mix of both. They're for different purposes. The machine gun is DPS. The burst is to get, like, the chip damage that you need to splat someone when you've damaged them a lot and just need a finisher that goes maybe over a wall, you know, outside of straight line of sight. The rapid fire gun is also for painting. Like, if you're trying to cap the zone, that's the way you want to do it. Just because the fire rate is so slow on the other mode. What I'm not, you know, super familiar with right now about the crab is how to position with it. Like, you have to be very, very conservative with where you stand with it. You need to not allow flank angles and only, you know, challenge certain types of weapon. How do you only have 4 on the catalog with 31 in normal? The catalog resets when you get to 99. So I'm at 105 or whatever. Or 103, I should say. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I go there maybe if I have callouts and I'm bringing the rest of my team over with me. That is not a solo queue play. There's not enough support for me if I go there and they see me. Oh, you got this, not? You got this? Yes. Good, good. Back him up. I cannot get back on the tower, guys. I am in a crab. Knew that would draw the charger. Okay, they're over here. If I'd had a little bit more time, I would have just fired Crab Tank into the ink vac. Tried to trigger it. See, the thing is, I had my aim on, so when I stopped firing the crab, I started firing my main weapon at him. Ooh, Squiddish needs to get out of there. They're gonna be dead, yeah. Crab is awkward to turn by design, yes. Oh my god, my windows are set up so badly, I can't read anything. I have no excuse, I have 2 monitors now. Yeah, I don't win that. Let me mess with this a little bit so I can actually read when... What is going on with my mouse? Okay. I could have just stayed in ball form there and probably smushed him, if anything. Splash! Our aim RNG! This is why we love it. You can just jump and randomly swing your aim around, and it will actually go where you want it to go. That's 2 down. Value. We're gonna flank the tower. Right? Where did they go? Oh boy, that is a lot. Well, we tried jumping into it, and that's how well that goes. Good pick by our Nautilus here. Yeah, that is the deadest of zipcasters. You cannot go in that deep. I don't care if you're Spider-Man. Well, we reverse our course. No, we die, is what happens there. That was a good bomb. Okay, let's try and drop out left. Okay, let's go back to the other side. Oh, don't win now. Oh, that's the worst stagger right there. This should be an advantage. Now we're gonna have the charger shooting this the whole time. Jumping in behind us on that. Ah, I got so many shots on the splatter shot, but they eventually got me. Ah, we could have had an advantage at the end there, but the Nautilus just kind of ran into a 1v4 and died. Whew. They were playing well up until that point. Their charger did pretty well. I imagine they probably have a pretty high KA. Do you listen to Bjork? Not really. I have listened to Bjork, but I don't on any kind of regular basis. I need to bring back Burst Squelcher. Burst Squelcher, what's that? Did, like, Dual Squelcher from Splatoon 1 have Burst Bomb? Oh, no, you're C-Jet. C-Jet, right? Oh, did I have that much turf? That is a thing this weapon is capable of. Walk in, get two, get sniped. If you're doing that, you're doing your job. Doing exactly what is expected of you. Been killed by Rainmaker Barrier like 10 feet from the bubble. Oof. It is taking a minute to match me. C-Jet? Okay, yeah. What is the point of KA? KA stands for kills and assist. It's the metric at the end that shows how many opponents you contributed to splatting. If you're asking me, like, what you use splats to do, like what the goal is in an objective game mode, we can talk about that. Oh, what a flank. Let me know if that's a discussion that you want me to get into. Like, why do splats even matter if paint turf and push tower? Probably harass that. Unfortunately, we can't completely delete it, but we can do this. Two of them here. I can't keep this up for too long. Alright, I'll take the trade, I guess. Until we bring like good in the shooter. Yeah, okay. We get you medals too. Okay, well that's not the only goal here. Nice. Ah, ledge glitch. That gets us lead, probably check. Nice. That right there is a situation where kills actually aren't what matters necessarily. Because even though my special didn't actually splat anybody, it kept them far enough away from the tower that they weren't able to defend it until we'd gotten through the checkpoint. So I consider that to have been a successful crab. Even though I mechanically didn't end up getting anybody splatted for it, strategically it did what it needed to do in that moment. Oh my god, get up. Ooh, okay. Those are Inkzuka shots. Oh. Well, that was handy. That's why you check your corners. Oh, I should die. I trade, though. Man, I got 2 for 1 there. Why are we 3 down? Oh, that was a really bad shark. I just trade for that. And I needed to do better than trade because I had a crab tank, which I could be using to stop the push right now. Oh, come on. Oh, we're actually going to lose this. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fights that we lost that didn't feel like losing fights. Did you say that Splash is someone in the middle in terms of weapon ranking? Yeah, it's niche, but it's usable. Yeah, I guess that's... I will never blame a charger for missing their shots, because their weapon is hard. And if I were playing their weapon, then I would be missing shots too. But that's kind of the impact that can happen if a charger isn't hitting their shots. So that's... We were actually, like, winning a lot of fights, and then just having a numbers disadvantage anyway. And that's kind of... When it feels bad like that, a lot of the time that's the sort of thing that's going on in the behind the scenes. It can be hard to spot. Did I just start a series? I might have just started a series by mistake. What am I doing? No, this is still open. This is still open. Looking for the question here. The fact that Splash is 0, jump RNG makes IA not super necessary, meaning you have space for other gear abilities. Yeah, for sure. We'll run one more, I think. But then it is... getting near the time of bed, the time of sending you off to the Australians or whoever else is streaming at this hour. Is IA worth getting on Splattershot Junior? There are other things more important. A junior's not trying to go in for a lot of short-range fights. And when it does, there's only so much you're going to be reducing the aim RNG by anyway. Plus, reducing aim RNG on a weapon like that, you've got to consider, it does make you paint worse to have a more accurate weapon. And if you're trying to farm for special as fast as possible, that might be an issue. You can cancel matchmaking. You just have to press the sleep button on the console. Man! Okay, well I got him. I was like, I thought I got enough damage there, but I guess that burst bomb wasn't a direct. No, it was a direct. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hi. All your base are belong to me. Oh, not all your base. Well, that's mid. That's not your base. We all just lost one-on-one fights with Zap. We gave up control of mid for it. Ooh. Thought I had him crossed. Apparently not. Nice. Okay, and Blaster. Okay, they use their Wave Breaker, but yeah, we got control with it. Probably flew. Oh, it's already weird. Derp. Aim higher, please. Thank you. Okay. What are we doing in the meantime there? Is there like one person on the tower we have to fight? No. Ended up working out, I guess. We still have control. Again, shot RNG. You love that shot RNG. That sweet, sweet not missing shots. Oh. Ah! Alright, we traded again. News between General started playing a week ago. Explain the difference between the Anarchy modes. Is there an advantage to either for ranking up? If you're trying to rank up, Anarchy Series is where you want to be. Anarchy Open is a much more casual mode, which lets you experiment more, try things, play with your friends. There's a lot of utility to it. It's a way to play the game without having to worry too much about your rank. You're only going to go up by, like, small single-digit numbers and down by small single-digit numbers. So, like, this is ranked that I'm playing right now, but I don't have to worry about risking a lot of points to it because this isn't, to playing a new weapon that I wouldn't normally have played. Okay, nice. Still at advantage, and we lose to the Zap in mid again. Man. Keep getting so close to having an advantage, and then they just decide, no, I'm going to invoke shooter privilege. There are only so many places that they can be right now. I would like some of them to be shot at, please. Okay, we got 3. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. One on the right. Just focus the right. Nice. Oh, we've still got this. This is lead. And definitely checkpoint. Beautiful. Nice. That was a really good push. needs to chill with the prices. Yeah, Harmony's in a big name band. Like, he's already getting royalties, I would think. I mean, I'd buy a Chirpy Chips album. Alrighty. Good to end it on a W. So, let's see. We're going to go and raid right now on Twitch. So if you would like to be a part of that, and you're on YouTube right now, hop over to twitch.tv/squid_school. That's where we're at right now. And we are going to send you guys over to... Let's send you guys to Amy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really quick before I send you off on the raid, here are my links. I'm trying to do content creation full-time. So from those links, you can find my my Patreon, my Metafy. I do coaching in addition to what I do on Tuesday streams. I also, I have Twitter. There's a Discord server if you want to be put in touch with other resources for learning the game. We've got a YouTube channel, TikTok, the Twitch is there, all of the stuff. Appreciate you guys for checking that out. But we're going to head over to our friendly Australian who is so often the recipient of our after-school specials. So school's out. Let's go say that to Amy en masse. Have a good night, everybody. It's good to be back.